All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors unto the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and much love unto Yakim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. And my brothers here from Tampa Bay Church. And we're just gonna go through the spirit and speak on the prophecies that are coming to pass. Okay, and just leading up to that great day of judgment. Okay, which is quickly approaching. And as you see now, that people are getting judged left and right, even on small levels. And it's going to continue to increase. Okay, so go ahead and get that, brother Babashaw.
Absolutely. This is the book of Second Esdras. Let me fix my camera. This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Where you at?
Second Esdras 15 and 1. I'm just starting at the top.
Oh no, go to Second Esdras 8 first, and then we'll go to that. Yeah, go to Second Esdras 8 and 50.
Yep.
Kind of. And then we'll jump to that. Yeah, because I got that written down too. Next one.
Second Esdras chapter 8, we'll start at verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that are in the latter time shall dwell. Let me read that again. Second Esdras 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that are in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
That's right. And that's what you see going on, right? It's beginning now. It's going to get a lot worse. All right. It's going to get tremendously worse. But what? You're beginning to see the great miseries come upon this earth. You see these pestilences, all right? The wars, the rumors of wars, the earthquakes. All right. You just turn on your local news and just to see all the miseries taking place in your city, man. People getting butchered to death. All right. People trying to do so-called good deeds and getting judged for it. That flesh-eating bacteria. All right, I seen one about in Florida here. They had a case here in Florida where man, he had the flesh-eating disease or whatever, and then I seen one earlier today of one all the way in California, and they showed the pictures of it, and this bitch's foot, man, that shit went down. The flesh-eating bacteria, whatever the hell it is, which really is a pestilence, that shit went down all the way to her bone. And they showed the images of that. I'm gonna send you the images after this. But
yeah, I might have seen it. It looks bad. It looks like acid. Like you got hit with an acid bomb or something.
Yeah.
This is what we're in right now, and the Lord is starting to. This all of a sudden, this just came out of nowhere. Started right here in Florida, or in the Gulf Coast, of all places where we're at, and now it's spreading all across the complete opposite side of the United States.
Yep.
And before I read on, I'm just looking at. I got this app here where it gives you the local news, and I'm just gonna read some of these headlines real quick. It says in Fort Myers, kind of close to where I'm at. It says Fort Myers woman arrested for DUI manslaughter, and then it says Florida. It says parents of murdered Florida man rewarded $700 million by the jury. This wickedness. It says Florida man accused of killing girlfriend who was impaled by a spear during argument. There's a lot of unanswered questions. It says Florida man says he tossed boy in ocean to teach him how to swim. I could keep reading this. This guns and drugs seized in Fort Myers bus. This is all types of stuff that's just going. This is all within today and yesterday, and it's just going on and on. I'm just reading it. Nothing but judgments. There's more pestilence here.
Yep. And it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse because, like the scriptures say, many great miseries. Read it again, Baba Shaw.
It says Second Esdras 8 and 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride."
So a lot of these great miseries is going to take place here in America, man. All right, because it's happening around the earth, but it's going to be amplified here in America, man. Because what they walk this is the land of the home of the free, the land of the brave, and this is the land of the pride, man. The prideful, man. Nothing but pride walks around in America, man. and the Lord has got a special judgment for this place, and it's gonna be it's scripture said that many great misery shall be done to them. Hey, so these wait till these foreign troops come in here, man. They're gonna do things to you Americans, man, that is unspeakable. All right, the Lord is gonna do things to you that's unspeakable, man. Through many avenues, man. The Lord has, like that show, A Million Ways to Die or 1,000 Ways to Die, whatever it was. Hey, the Lord is got sore judgments, man, for you people, man. All right, many. He gonna beat you with many stripes.
I got one quick one here.
Go ahead, brother.
This is in the book of Job, actually. Book of Job, chapter 40, verse 11. It says, "Cast abroad the rage of thy wrath, and behold everyone that is proud, and abase him. Look on everyone that is proud, and bring him low, and tread down the wicked in their place." Okay, and that can go to the so-called white man, but I can go to our people as well too. Okay, because our people are continually walking in great pride, and we want to see the Lord abase them. All right, whether it be our people or anybody on this earth. All right, judgment is starting to be casted out, and the Lord's going to start bringing everybody who got their head high, especially you women, and we know because the apostles were bringing the judgment out about you women, especially you so-called black women out recently. The Lord, your heavenly Father, is starting to bring judgment upon you finally, and your head's lifted up high, nose in the air, and the Lord's starting to abase you people. All right, show you that you never had power. Okay, you think you have a little power out here in this world? Well, guess what? This world is about to crumble under your feet. All right, and we've been prophesying that and telling you that and warning you to come back into the Heavenly Father. But hey, you want to keep proud and you think you know it all. But guess what? The Lord's going to abase you in His wrath. Let me see. Yeah, that's it on that.
I got a quick preset for you. This is because what you just said, and which this is prophecy. This is Micah 7:10, and it reads, "Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is thy Lord thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets."
Come on, bro. Yeah, you women. Hey, it says she that is my enemy, and that's our women. Here it is. We're trying to tell you that you are part of something beautiful. All right, you're part of the chosen nation, and there's a certain order that you're supposed to be carrying yourself in. And what you're against the prophet, you're against the men that are telling you this. You want to be with a thug in the streets. You want to be with a warlock, a witch, a warlock out there in the streets selling drugs. But here it is. You got a man of the Lord that's in complete order, trying to show you the way to life, the way to salvation. And what you're completely against it. You're gonna spit, yell, scratch at us. All right, kick our signs, whatever the case is, talk shit. Well, guess what? You're gonna see it. See what? You're gonna see your own downfall. You're gonna see that the men of the Lord were right. The Bible has been right the whole time. The Bible wasn't all about love and happiness. The Bible was about correction. The Bible was also about wrath and destruction and judgment. And now you're gonna have to feel that wrath. You're gonna see it. I'll read that second verse, verse 11, or the last part of that verse.
This is Micah chapter 7, verse 11. "And that day that thy walls are to be built." Oh, so like you say the second part of that
verse, yeah.
It says, "Where," Micah 7:10, "where is the Lord thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets."
Yeah, you're gonna be trodden down like mud, like a Timberland boot stomp you down in a mud puddle. All right, by what? Martial law troops? Okay, by anything out here. All right, wolves, actual monsters. Okay,
hey, like we read, many great miseries shall be done unto them that dwell in the latter days, man.
1,000 ways to die.
Yeah, especially our women. They're some of the proudest people on the planet, man. Our women, beginning with the so-called black woman. All right, they're some of the proudest demons on the block, so to say. So great misery is gonna come upon them, man. But hey, that don't mean that it will, like you were saying, that what they do, they want to get the grimiest gangbanging nigga they can get, you know, well, hey, them niggas is gonna get judgment right along with you. Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna see your man get judged, all right. Even if you're with your man, because a lot of you women even with no man, all right. That's the crazy thing about it. You with a man for a hot minute, and then something happens, and then you single again, all right. We see you on the apps and see you single again. You was just with this dude, you single. Oh, you got a baby with this dude, and you got a baby with that dude. But how you single? You got an infant baby. You have an infant baby, and you have a toddler, a little 2-year-old, but you're single. That don't make no sense. So a lot of you women, you're gonna be just alone. And the ones that you are with men, those men ain't gonna be shit. They're not gonna show themselves to be men in the day of trouble. Okay, I got one more here regarding these ladies. This is in the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, starting at verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make yourself bare, gird up and gird sackcloth upon your loins. All right. You want to break it down, brother?
Go ahead and read it again, okay.
Yeah, I got you. I'll start at verse 9 again. Isaiah 32 and 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
Yeah, and that's our women, man. Here it is. They got Section 8. They got the food stamps because here, Esau been playing games with them. Taking it for a couple of weeks. Giving her right back to them. So, but they're still at ease. They still, chilling, swinging on the hammock. Just being at ease. They call 911 on you. All right, they just living carefree, man. Because what this society teaches you to cater to the woman. Everything's about the woman in this society, the queen of heaven worship. So they're at ease, man. Anything that they want, they're gonna get. All right, let's just use an example. You go to the club, the women ain't buy. I mean, shit. Unless you can bamboozle your way through it, but for the most part, the men are buying women drinks. The men are catering to the women, and that goes through all aspects of this society, man. Every man, a man got to bow down to her to propose to her, and all that nonsense. All right, you got to cater to her. What they got the coon niggas, these simps. They got a saying: a happy wife is a happy life. That's nonsense, man. That goes to show you these women are at ease, man, because they're catering. They're being catered to. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Yeah, the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. All these benefits you're receiving, that's gonna go out the window. All right, all your helps, the police officers, all that's going out the window. Okay, food stamps, welfare, the WIC. All right, the men bending over backwards to serve you, them simps. That simp spirit is gonna go away soon, man. Wait till what we read in Second Ezra chapter 8 comes to fulfillment, and it's undeniable. There ain't gonna be nobody bending backwards to serve a woman. If they want to get the box, they just gonna take it. They're not gonna take you out on a date. They're just gonna take you and ravish you.
It's gonna go right back to the ancient world. All that courting and all that shit's gonna be out the window. All right, stunting. No, they see it, they're gonna get it. They see it, they want it, they're gonna take it, and that's gonna be a big time here in the streets of America. That's coming back because order is gonna be completely done away with. All right, and that's gonna be to the liking of the elites because they want the disorder so they can bring out the big tanks and they can bring out the trip and bring in order. All right, so first the disorder has to come. And when that disorder comes, it's going to be a bad time for you women. You can be trodden down like the mire in the streets. It says, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Okay? You're going to be in a mourning state. You're going to be in a state of trouble. And the Lord is telling you that. It's saying, tremble ye women that are at ease, because hard times is coming. Terrifying times are about to come across the streets of America, and not just America. So if you're not in America, don't think you're safe. All right, it's coming across the whole world. Wherever the light touches and people dwell, trouble is going to come. Wherever Israelites are, trouble is going to come. The Lord is saying, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease." Now it's specifying that are at ease, okay? Because there's women that actually are in order, believe it or not. You know, there are a few out. There's like 3 of them out there in the world. You know, maybe 2 or 3 of them out there. But you know, just talking about you careless women, you women that think everything is just peachy clean, man. No, it's not like that. All right, it's like that for you because we live in a society that caters to you. Okay, go ahead, bro.
I got a quick precept. Isaiah 13, verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished.
Yeah, you women are going to get taken. Okay, so it's starting with your children. Imagine that. Imagine you trying to survive. You're doing your best to survive out here in a broken world, and it's just you and your children. You might have 2 children, and it's just you and your 2 children. I'm talking about you women. All right, and then what? Somebody breaks in your house. Maybe some martial law troops that speak another language. Maybe some thugs that you love so much come break in your house. And what they do, they put your children to death right in front of you. They might kill your son. They might rape your daughter. Okay, then kill her while you're still alive, screaming, "No, please, no, no!" And then what? They kill her, and then they may do you the same. They may rape you, and then they're gonna kill you right then and there. All right, you're gonna get ravished. All right, taken, and you might get put on a train, passed around by like 10 different men that are just looking for something pretty, looking for something warm and pretty. That's the time we're warning you about. We're not even laughing about this. We're being as graphic as we can so you can tremble and be in fear. This is what's coming to the United States of America. And it's not like anything we're gonna bring. We're just telling you this is prophesied. This is something we're trying to bring to your attention. All right. Thus saith the Lord. This is coming to America. All right. And it's time for you to actually repent and get right with the Heavenly Father so that the Lord doesn't judge you and put you in that predicament. And I'm gonna go back into this Isaiah 32, and I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, "And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and as a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land." Go ahead.
That's symbolic for the tribulation. All right, the miseries that are coming. Okay, the winds, the sun, you know, the protection a man is gonna be protected from that. Well, what? Not just no dumb, you know, brute beast nigga on the street. We're talking about a man of the Lord, an Israelite man of the Lord. Okay, which there's no other man of the Lord, but you know, we're talking about men of the Lord, the one that he's gonna have a hedge of protection around. All right, the scripture tell you that they that fear the Lord, or well, how's it go? In Psalms, about the angels be round about them. You know,
Encampeth about round about.
exactly. So that's what we're talking about. It's not talking about just anybody, man, any man. Hey, you got to be a man of the Lord, and you got to get. And that's why Isaiah 4:1 says what it says. All right, 7 women shall cleave unto one man, because what? That's gonna be the only protection they're gonna be able to get.
You still got Isaiah 13?
Yeah, still got it.
We get the gold offer. Baba Kasha. Yeah, man, because again, you know, and it goes back to that pride. All right, because you women are the epitome of pride. All right, go ahead when you got it.
Yep, this is Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Right. Yeah, Khan. And that man is again going into a man of the Lord, a man that's been tried and refined. Okay, so to speak. A man, because again, you have to be tried in the fire. So that man that's been tried in the fire is a man of the Lord, and you're gonna see him. All right, he's gonna be more precious than fine gold. He's gonna be more precious than rubies. He's gonna be more precious than any woman out here. So that's why going back into the book of Isaiah chapter 4, it says that you're gonna cleave onto that man. That same man is the man that's glowing like fine gold. Okay, because of the troubling times out here, the judgments that you're gonna be seeing out here in the world. You're gonna be seeing nothing but judgment, and you're gonna be terrified. You're not gonna. That pride is gonna fly away. You're gonna be absolutely terrified, petrified with some of the things you're going to be seeing out here,
Yep.
and you're going to be looking for that, man. Go ahead.
That's why the Apostle Gabar just did a video about the what was it called? He had brought out a certain channel, and it was called. He said he'd be watching it. You know, just he said if you don't have a stomach for it, don't watch it. Oh, horror! The coming faces of many judgments. I forgot what the channel he brought out in his video was, but
I didn't see it.
yeah, check that out because hey, that's what we gotta prepare ourselves because hey, we gonna see some crazy shit. All right, there's gonna be you ain't never seen people's guts spilled on the streets. You ain't seen brains bashed. Somebody's head was bashed in so bad that their brain is sitting 2 feet away from them.
And it may stink too. It may have been sitting there for a couple of days and it stinks. Yep. You may have never even seen a dead body, but you may have never smelled a dead body either. Right? And a dead human flesh is different than flesh of anything else. It's a different kind of rot, and you're gonna smell it, and it's gonna make you sick to your stomach. You're not gonna be ready for it unless you have the Spirit of the Lord on you. Let me get something real quick. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
I got something real quick. Let me see if I can get it real. See if I can spell carcass.
Yeah, CARCASS. I think.
Carcass. There we go.
You get yours, and then I'll get mine after you get yours. Yeah, because again, going into these times, all right, death is going to be just an everyday thing. All right, seeing a dead body, that's going to be like seeing a rabbit out here in Florida, hopping across the street. That's a normal sight. Or seeing a squirrel. Okay, that's just a normal sight. You're going to see, oh, there goes, that's another dead body over there. All right, you might have to drag it out of the way. You might have to drag it off your lawn. You might have to, because it's going to stink up the place. Or you might, you might just be scavenging for food, and you come across another dead person. You might come across a dead family. This is the type of things that are coming to America. All right, this is the type of disorder that these elites want, so they can come in and swoop in and bring in a real judgment.
Yep.
Ultimately, I'm mark of the beast. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 34, and I started one. It says,
Yep.
"Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the
so that's all nations, whether it be you Israelites or all the rest of the nations on this earth." Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 2: For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury.
Read that again.
Huh?
Read that second verse again.
Isaiah 34:2: For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. And here these next two verses are the point.
Mm-hmm.
It says, verse 3: Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
You see that? So, in these last days, okay, there's going to be so much death out here, and that's going into the death going in, from the wars that are going to be fought on the earth. All right. However, it's not just that, brothers. Okay, there's going to be death out here from this this order out here in America and in whatever land you may be in. Okay, there's going to be war. There's going to be this we call it people raiding houses, kicking down doors, people killing each other for water. There's going to be all types of disorder out here. All right, and if again, like the brother just brought, the stink of the carcasses. You know how terrible that must stink. There's bodies and bodies everywhere. That's not something that we want to that the regular average American is used to. Maybe if you're living out there in Afghanistan, that may be something that you're used to. But guess what? The average American is not used to seeing those kind of sights. But it's going to happen to them overnight. It's just going to happen, and you're going to have to learn to survive those. It's either going to be the Spirit of the Lord that's on you, or your animal instincts going to kick in. It's one or the other. All right. If you have the Spirit of the Lord on you, you don't got nothing to worry about. But if you don't, then you're going to turn into an animal. Okay. And you just anything you see around, you're going to, just try to attack it, or someone's going to try to attack you. You're not going to have any faith. You're just going to go by pure bloody instinct. right? And you're gonna see dead bodies. You're gonna try to eat it. You're gonna become a mess. You're gonna see all types of things are gonna be happening. You're gonna see cannibals out here, all right, eating stinking rotten carcasses because they haven't eaten in days. You're gonna see a man trying to eat a stinking rotten carcass. These are the things that you're gonna have to. And oh boy, and we're not even playing. All right, this is something that's prophesied in the Holy Scriptures. But if you have the Spirit of the Lord on you, you don't have nothing to worry about. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I got a quick one. This is why it's all these things. People gonna be eating each other and whatnot. This is Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Because why? Because of iniquity. Okay. And when the love of many shall wax cold, what's going to end up happening? Your neighbor that you known for 15 years, he's going to lose his mind, and he's going to come kick down your door with a shotgun with a few slugs in it and just blast everybody he sees and take your little 2 bottles of water. That's what's going to happen. He needs to feed his family. He needs to feed his own belly. So all that 15 years of friendship and camaraderie that you had with that man, it's out the window. Okay. That is something that's going to be happening on a high level. Okay. That's going to be something that's going to be happening all across the nation, all across the planet Earth.
And we read that in Isaiah 13, that their houses are going to be invaded, you know, and their children put to death, dashed to pieces, and their women ravished, man. So that's the process. They're going to bust your door down, kill your kids, and then take your women, you know.
We trying to tell you, bro, like, you know, it's not, we're not even like, we're not just saying this to get views and, you know, to be radical. No, this is something that is prophesied in the Holy Scriptures.
Yeah, exactly.
And we see signs of it happening right now.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Now I said that's what the Scriptures say.
Yeah, it's not our Scriptures
say. We relaying the message.
It's written in English. We're just reading the book that you take so serious. Let me get something real quick here since you brought that out. Let me just get to the point. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse get to the point. Let's see, 18. We'll start there. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So those houses and those men and those mighty men, they're gonna be scared. And there's other scriptures talking about men are gonna be crying like women, giving birth. Verse 9. A man shall have no pity on his a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Want to break that down?
There's going to be people killing each other for a lack of bread. All right, because everybody's your best friend until they haven't had a good meal in 2 days. All right, 2 days. I mean, really, 1 day here in America. Let these people go 24 hours without eating. They're going to be at each other's throats, man. What did it say at the end? For the lack of bread and what?
It says, I'll read it. I'll read the whole thing. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor because they have destroyed their houses with the sword and spoiled their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, for great tribulation, because there's going to be so much going on that they're going to have no choice. Like that one scenario a while back that I can't remember who put it up. One of the brothers had put it up, or maybe it was one of the apostles, about the scenario, how the things would end. That commentary about it.
Oh yeah. How it ends or something.
Something like that. But you know, so because tribulations are when people are in a situation of discomfort and they don't have faith, they resort to the brute beast nature that's been dormant in them. All right, here it is. The nicest person you know, man, they're gonna become a complete demon in those days, man. If the Yahweh Shem Ashai, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is not with them, you're gonna see them become a super demon. They're gonna fend for themselves, man. It's gonna be every man for himself unless you have Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai with you. You know, and that's it's just words now, all right. But you're gonna see it. You're gonna live it. A lot of people is gonna live it. And meanwhile, what the men of the Lord is just watching, eating, and drinking. You know. Yeah, whatever, you know, some brothers might go through whatever the Lord got in store for them, but for the most part, the elect's gonna be good. We've already went through our trials and tribulations throughout the ages, man. It's time for the elect and the servants of the Lord are to receive the reward. And now it's time for these people to receive their reward as well for wickedness, because there's a reward for wickedness. And the scriptures say that every man shall be rewarded for his works, whether it's good or evil. Roughly paraphrasing.
Mhm.
So now it's time to reward everybody for their works.
Because a lot of people want to get their heaven now and receive their consolation now here in this wretched ass flesh. So you got people out that sell their souls for riches, and they got it, and they won. They got the riches. They got the fancy this and that, and the limelight. They're famous. But brothers, yeah, brothers that are super talented and could have got shit like that too off of the talent, but they forsook the world to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushua through the spirit and power. Okay, and so we catching our hell now. We've caught our hell through previous incarnations in the past. All right, and in this incarnation now we're catching our hell. All right, we shut off the world, and we're in a humble state. Okay, and we're trusting in the Most High to guide us through this world. All right, to be our light and guide us through this world, and so we can gain the kingdom of heaven. If I could, let me bring out a couple verses here. In the Psalm 91. I'm just gonna start at the top and I'm gonna read on down a little bit. It says, Psalm 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And that secret place of the Most High is the truth that we're in. Okay, and the Lord will have our backs if we dwell in the truth. Verse 2. I will say of the Lord Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust. So the Lord is our defense. Okay, He's our covering. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, He's going to cover us, and the Lord is going to bring us through these times. It's not going to be of our own will. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to guide us through the times that that we are prophesying about. Verse 3. And you can stop me anytime if you got something to say, brother. Verse 3. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Okay, the snare of the fowler. Okay, the fowler is the trapper, or we could call him Esau, the wicked man, and the snare is the trap. Okay, and the Lord say He's going to deliver the ones that abide under in the secret place. Okay, which is the elect of Israel that abide in His truth. He's going to deliver them from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And what's that noisome pestilence? Well, that's the ultimate end game. Yep. That's the nuclear destruction.
Yeah, that great judgment. That's going to be that final great judgment. Yep.
Last trump, brother. Verse 4. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Okay? And that's what we're trying to coax you brothers out there that are listening, that may stumble across these live feeds or the brothers' videos or the prophets in person, to come on in. All right? Because this is the truth. And if you abide in this truth, the Lord's going to cover you. He's going to cover you with a defense. You're not going to get touched. And it's going to go into that a little bit. Bear with me, brother. Verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So all these things, these horrible things that are about to come up right to your doorstep, it's not going to touch you. The Lord's going to have your back through all these. And here, verse 7, it says, 1,000 shall fall by thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Okay? So if you abide in the secret place of the Most High, you're going to see people fall on your right hand, you're going to see people fall on your left hand, and you're going to see people fall right in front of your very face. However, those judgments will not come nigh thee. You're just going to see it with your eyes, but you're not going to feel it. That is strictly for the wicked. All those judgments that were written about in this Bible, that we're telling you, we're prophesying about today and days past, is not for you. It's for the wicked. And if you don't consider yourself being a wicked, and you're doing everything the Lord is asking you to do to the best of your ability, in truth and sincerity, in a good conscience, then you have that defense, and you have to believe that. But if not, then guess what? Death and pestilence and hard times are coming for you, and there's nobody gonna save you. Nobody will buy you. Go ahead, bro.
And that secret place of the Most High is this truth. That's who's going to be high. Well, read that again.
That the last part or the
Where,
secret place.
where it says the secret part, yeah. Or
That
secret place.
verse 1, Psalm 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the secret place is this truth, man. Like knowing the knowledge, getting this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, getting the name. Scripture tell you that the name of the Lord is a strong tower. Okay, it is the secret place is this word, man. Knowing the truth, all right, having that faith, because that's what comes with this truth. If you're sincere, and the Lord's going to defend you in that day, the Lord's going to fight for you.
Well, let me read on a little bit more here on verse 9, and you can break this down. Psalm 91 and 9. Because thou hast made the Lord, Salah, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
That's right. And you made the Lord your habitation. What is the habitation? Where you dwell at, man. All right, where you comfortable at. And that's what we got to do. All right, we got to make the Lord our habitation. Trust in Him, knowing this is our safe zone. Know that He's our strong tower in the day of trouble. So like that, as the scriptures say, no pestilence, you know, none of these tribulations is gonna come near upon us, man. All right, because the Lord is really gonna fight for His men. He's gonna really magnify Himself through His men. All right, from what He's gonna do in these last days. While everybody else is catching L's, the men of the Lord is gonna be good because what they have the faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai that He's gonna defend them. Because it's gonna get horrible out here, man. People are gonna, like the brother just read, people 1,000 falling on your left hand side. There's gonna be people getting butchered in all ways, in all kind of ways, starving to death. Okay, just all kind of death around you, and the Lord's gonna have His elect, you know, standing out. Okay, and that's why these women are gonna come running to us because they're gonna see the power that Yahweh Shemashai is gonna bestow upon us. All right, and that's not even including the spiritual powers, okay? But the Lord is going to defend His elect, man. He's going to fight for them, and that's why we got to fight diligently for Him right now, man.
Let me read a little bit more of this, bro.
Go ahead.
Khan, verse 11. For He shall give His angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. So the angels, the Lord's going to keep His angels give His angels charge over His elect. Okay, because we can't see the angels in our eyesight in this three-dimensional world, but they're there, and the Lord has angels for all brothers out here, and He's going to give them charge over us. In that day of trouble, they're going to be right there every step of the way. So none of these horrible things come upon us. It says, "They shall bear thee up in thy hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder. The young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet, because he hath set his love upon me. Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name." That's going into the men of the Lord, the brothers out here that believe that gave it all when they had all this liberty to do all this wickedness out here. They gave that up to serve Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. So for that, the Lord's going to guide us the whole way through Jacob's trouble. And what's it say? It says, because He has set His love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Okay? Because you know the name. You called on the name Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, he shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. So this is what's coming for you brothers out there that gave it all while you had liberty to do whatever you want, so to speak. Okay? The Lord's going to deliver you in the day of trouble. And the day of trouble, we talk about it all the time. We're talking about it right now. And it's nothing to smirk about. It ain't funny. Okay? All right, it's terrifying. And we don't want that to happen to us, our loved ones, or anybody in this body. Okay? We want to be covered from that. So if we give up this world and we call upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in truth and sincerity, you see what brothers is doing, putting these videos up, all right, trying to follow the commandments to the best of their ability, keeping the Shabbat. These little things like that, which may seem little in your eyes, these are big in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He's looking at us, he smiles upon us when we do these things. Because he sees that we're trying. We're trying to serve him in Babylon, Sodom. Okay, we're in the midst of Sodom / Babylon. Okay, Rome. You name all the wicked kingdoms. This is it, jumbled up into one big jambalaya, man. And brothers over here doing a great job. Okay, yeah, we're still dirty and wicked, but we're doing a great job. Okay, and that says something. Looking at the rest of these people out here in the world, there's a clear difference, a clear what you call it, separation between the men of the Lord and the people out here in the world. That's why you look at the people in the world, you see that they're just slated for death. There's nothing you really can say to them except give them the warning. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing, man. Warning the people of the great miseries, the great judgments that are coming, man. Because it's gonna be. Let me get it real quick. Because a lot of people, the Lord told us that our people weren't even gonna believe us, but He sent us out anyway to warn them. He told us that they're not gonna believe. So hey, we're not it. We don't feel no type of way if a nigga don't want to get it. That's between him and the Heavenly Father. All right. Let me get this real quick. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
Mm-hmm. See it? Yeah. Okay, brother.
Now you got to go ahead.
Because here it is. We've been telling them. Brothers been telling them. You got all these different camps out here telling you the Israelites, you got to do this, you got to do that. Here's the scripture to tell you why you got to do it. All right. Here's another scripture to back that one up. All right. We're telling you. Okay. So when that day, when shit hits the fan, you're gonna look back. You're gonna think it's gonna be like it says. Read it again, bro. You still got it?
Yeah, I got it. Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall
right there.
know.
It's like, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. But it says, when it comes to pass, and lo, it will come. Like, don't think that, might come. No, it's going to come. Okay. And what it is that these prophecies that we're telling you of these horrible times that are coming. We finish it off.
Real quick. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will come. Surely come. It will not tarry.
It surely come. So it will come. Okay, and it will surely come. Habakkuk said it will surely come, and we want it to come. Not that because we're some weirdos that just love seeing death. No, it ain't. It's the complete opposite of that. We want to see life, but in order for life to really take hold on this earth, death got to come first. So we're telling you that it is going to come. It will surely come. All right, we're reading Habakkuk's words. We're reading Ezekiel. Okay, it says, and it will come. I'll finish that Ezekiel.
This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
And it's going to be too late at that time. You're going to think back at the time you came across the prophets, the men of the Lord, and they told you that they told you the exact scenario that you're in, that you're about to die in. They told you that when you're surrounded by a pack of dogs, you're going to remember those men on the corners with the beards and the dresses on. And they said that you're going to get eaten by dogs. They told you that. And you're going to think of that. And you're going to be like, damn, I knew a prophet. Those were real prophets. And I didn't heed their word. And now look, the prophecy has come to pass. I have to die today. All that's going to pass to your mind when you get torn to shreds by rabid dogs. That's a horrible way to die. Okay? Or you get raped to death. Imagine say you're a woman, and you women out there that listen to these things, man. Getting raped to death, that's a horrible thing. Okay? That's we don't that's not something we laugh at. I mean, we laugh when it happens to the wicked because it happens to the wicked. So we do laugh, I'm just saying that, as a man, yeah, we hear that it happens. We're good for these fucking people out here. But they should know better. The reason why these things are happening to you is because what? You're wicked. And these things are slated for the wicked. These things aren't going to happen to the righteous out here. They happened already to the righteous in the past lives. They ain't going to happen to the righteous no more. These things, these horrible things that are coming, they're going to happen to you wicked. That's why you see wicked people being judged left and right across America today in 2019 in year Karagma. So what more or less when the day of trouble actually comes? Hey, if you get eaten by a dog tonight, you would think that today's the day of trouble. But guess what? It's not even Jacob's trouble yet. You died today. There's people dying today in some strange calamities. The person got hit by a train last week. You would think you were in the day of trouble. The Lord didn't even preserve them for Jacob's trouble, and people are dying in some crazy manners. So just imagine when the day of trouble comes, you're gonna see some stuff, and you're gonna know that the prophets was telling you about this, and you're gonna be looking for the prophets, and they're gonna be nowhere to be found. You didn't get the word when you had a chance to get the word, and now you have to receive your judgment. You chose the world. You had a chance. You know it's not. Hey, you really didn't have a choice. The Lord didn't accept you. Ain't no free will out here. The Lord didn't accept you. Yet the men of the Lord gave you a free chance, though. He put you in front of the men of the Lord. You forsook it as the Lord planned it to happen, and now you have to get your judgment. But
I got a quick preview for you. This is second Ezra, going back to chapter 15, verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
You sinned against the Lord, so guess what? You're not gonna get delivered. Now we're gonna really be laughing. I'll get the scripture where it says that we're gonna laugh him up.
Okay, I got you.
Hey,
it's in Proverbs.
Yeah, man, because it says for now the plagues come upon the whole earth. So the whole earth is not just gonna be America, it's gonna be the whole planet Earth, the whole sphere, the whole planet Earth is gonna feel trouble, it's gonna feel plagues.
Yep.
It says and then it says and ye shall remain in them, for the Most High shall not deliver you. So you're gonna remain in the plagues, and the Lord set it up. He's gonna put you in the trick bag. He wanted you to sin against the Lord. So you sin against the Lord, so now the Lord's not going to deliver you, and you're going to have to receive your judgment. And the funny thing was, you ran in front of the prophets. So the prophets are going to laugh at you when they see you in your calamity. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, because we like to call that the okie doke. The Lord setting you up for the okie doke. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set all at not all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
How's the Lord gonna laugh? You think the Lord, you're gonna hear the Lord laughing in the sky?
Yeah.
No, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh from the
You're gonna hear a laughing voice from in the sky.
Ho ho ho! No, bro. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh by men on the earth. Okay, they're gonna be pointing at you, laughing, kicking dirt on you while you bleeding. That's what's gonna happen, okay? Because what you forsook everything that the Lord gave you. It is a free gift, and you forsook it. You batted his hand away. So now what? You're gonna have to catch them hands. All right, and the Lord's gonna put you through it, and you're gonna be mocked. The brother Mayum put Khan. That's the perfect scripture. The brother Mayum put up 2 Chronicles 36:16. It says, "But they mocked the messengers of the Most High. They despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy." So you people did that, okay? And you're doing that today, misusing the prophets, laughing at us, all right? Calling the police on us, scoffing, talking over the word. We out here reading the word. You trying to talk over so the word doesn't come out and touch the ears of the elect. That's a wicked thing to do. Here it is. We're trying to read the Bible, and you're talking over us so that the word doesn't get out and touch the correct ears. You know that you don't even know you're doing evil. It says in Ecclesiastes chapter 5. You don't even know you're doing evil. You think you're doing a righteous thing. You think you're actually doing a righteous thing. That's the crazy thing about it. You think you're doing a righteous thing, but you're really doing evil. What's it say? Let me get it real quick since I quoted it. Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 1. Says, "Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fool, for they consider not that they do evil." So here it is, you walk into the house of the Most High, which is in the company of the prophets, and you talking, you raising your voice, and you cutting brothers off when he's speaking, you trying to bring your own doctrine. Well, guess what? You're not even considering that you're doing an evil act. You're committing evil. That's not good. Laughing at brothers. Oh, you wearing dresses, pointing and laughing. Excuse me. On their signs.
Hey, real quick, you said that the brother put my young put this on the comment board. Second Chronicles 36-16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy.
Yeah, you mocked and misused the prophets. And we tell you this is written in the Bible. We're telling you this, everything that y'all niggas is doing is written in the Bible, and it's happening again. It is written in Second Chronicles, and here it is. It's happening in the year Corinthians 2019. You misusing the prophets. Here is the you gotta understand that the prophets are back. The same ancient prophets of old are back today in the modern times, driving cars, all right, working at restaurants. We're here today again, but we're out here preaching the word of the Most High. And you're mocking them, misusing the prophets when they're out here giving you a free gift. You have to understand that this is the Lord stretching out his hand, all right, not in wrath, but in mercy. Okay, the Lord is stretching out his hand to bring you into the fold, and you keep constantly slapping his hand away. Eventually, that hand is not going to be stretched out in mercy no more. It's going to be stretched out to give you a backhand, all right, and that backhand is going to come in the way of pestilences, teeth of wild beasts, you name it, it's there. Go ahead, brother.
That's right, man. You got it, brother.
Shit, and you're gonna these times of trouble ain't gonna be nothing to scoff at, all right? And you're gonna understand that the brothers was right. When you ain't seen nobody in days, when you just by yourself, all right, here in the book of 2 Corinthians 16, verse 27, it says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice, because what I'll read on up. It says this is book of 2 Corinthians 16, verse 23. Start there. Yeah, we'll start 20. We'll start 23.
Start 22.
Yeah, start 22.
Okay.
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. You want to get that? You want to get that?
Yeah, I got it. I already. I was getting it.
Yeah, no, I know what you got. I'll read it again. It says, for 2 Corinthians 16 and 22, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, which is a horrible way to die, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. You see, because the Lord, you think, and in the book of Amos, it says that you escape the bear, but you escape a lion, but the bear met you. You escape that, and you get bit by the serpent. Okay, you're not escaping this judgment. Yep. Okay, and that famine ain't nothing to play with. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because the judgment's coming upon the whole earth. Isaiah 66 tells you that the Lord's going to plead with all flesh. Right. This is Lamentations chapter 4 verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these pine away stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
Yeah, your body's gonna pine away, meaning it's gonna slowly eat itself. Your inside, your stomach is gonna eat itself. The acids in your stomach is gonna eat away the proteins in your muscles, and you're gonna slowly just pine away. And that's a slow, horrifying death. It's painful. You go hungry, you didn't eat for a day. That feeling when your stomach starts rumbling. Well, guess what? Imagine you didn't eat for 4 or 5 days straight. Guess what? Your body starts doing. It starts eating away at your enzymes and your muscle mass, and anywhere it can get proteins and some sort of nutrients, it's going to get it, whether it be your fingernails, your bone. Okay, you're not even going to be able to stand anymore because your bones are going to be so brittle because your body's trying to use it to keep itself alive. That's a horrible way to go. So it's better for you to die by the sword. And here in the second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 22, it says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. So it's talking about the majority of the people on this earth that are slated for death are going to actually die by famine. So this is going to be a huge percentage of people on this planet that are going to starve to death.
And good. Really righteously so here in America, because the majority of America is overweight, obese, just gluttonous demons. All they do is eat all day long. They eat. I would say they live to eat instead of eating to live.
Kind. These fat, you see fat people everywhere, bro. There should have in the ancient world there was barely any fat people. That was a rare sight to see a fat person. That would be
Yeah.
like
Well,
a
because in the ancient world, everybody had to work. And there was no couch potatoes in the ancient world.
yeah,
There was
video
no
game.
office jobs where you're just sitting on a chair all day. There was no such thing as that, man. That's nonsense. You just sitting at a desk staring at a computer all day, 9 hours. That makes no fucking sense. You know, 'cause
That's some
there was
shit.
no
That's what I do,
TV.
man.
Exactly. I know. I'm just making a point. There was no
Yeah.
TVs, recliners. There was nothing like that, man.
you
People were
leave you
out there
leave the desk
laboring, you know?
and you leave the office. You tired as hell. Like, you haven't doing nothing. Like
Yeah.
you tired.
I'm tired of work, man. I'm
Like,
tired.
ugh.
I work 9 hours. What'd you do? Shit, I was sitting behind the computer all day. Hey,
Sending
God,
emails all day.
yeah.
And that's crazy though, because you are tired at the end of that shit. Like you just sending emails all day, writing emails and sending emails. You ain't doing a goddamn thing. You ain't lift no shovel up. You ain't dig no ditch, man. But that's where we live. But you look at the majority of people in those offices, and I can speak from experience because I'm in there. They're overweight, okay, and they're very comfortable. They're very comfortable, and they don't skip a meal. So what does it say? It says that they're gonna die a great death. They're gonna have famine, and they're gonna pine away. They're gonna be stricken with hunger. They're gonna pine away, and you're gonna be wanting for the what does it say? Excuse me, the fruit of the field, because your body's gonna be wanting for some sort of sustenance. You're gonna be dreaming about mangoes. You're gonna be having dreams about mangoes, and or bananas or all the shit you forsook.
Shit, they gonna be
Lettuce.
wishing they can get their hand on some tuna fish out of a can in that day.
Oh, that's living it up,
Yeah,
man. You find
if
that.
you come across some tuna fish in the can that day, you're gonna be like you're gonna be king.
You feel like Rockefeller himself, man.
You
David
might be able
Rockefeller.
to trade that for 8 bitches. Shit.
Shit, yeah.
Tuna
Somebody
shit.
gonna want that. Give it their daughter for a damn can of tuna.
Yeah, yeah. Some fresh things for some tuna and some
Shit,
wet
bro.
naps. Some tuna
And,
and
that,
some
and
wet
that's tuna, yeah, tuna in a wet nap, and a hotel lotion.
naps. Yeah, yeah,
Verse 23 in the second answer 16, verse 23, it says, "And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down." Okay? Because you can be living in a damn wasteland. You can be living in a city that used to be bustling, or a town that used to have a lot of life to it, and you had a little downtown, or you had a little, historic center area, district. Oh, that's gonna be just desolate. You're gonna see broken windows everywhere. All the shops gonna have broken windows in it. You're gonna try to go in one of the shops to see if maybe there's some leftover food or something that you can use, and get whatever supplies you need. It's
yeah.
gonna be completely desolate, and you're gonna see dead bodies cast out.
That's right. Hey, to give you an example of that, like the grocery store you're talking about, or the stores with the broken. Look at them. You watched the movie World War Z. What was
Oh
the
wait,
first thing people did? They went to the stores. And man, you gonna be lucky if you find something. Maybe something got knocked off a shelf and fell to the floor that nobody else seen. But other than that, everything's gonna be gone.
yeah, you're gonna
The
be
trucks
find
are
maybe
gonna
find
be
some
thrown
soup
down.
crackers.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing. Just doing nothing. Like you find some soup crackers, you're gonna live off that. Some ketchup packets or some shit. That's what's gonna be left, and you're gonna dog food or something, cat food.
yeah. People gonna eat
People live
that
off
shit
that.
too. People gonna be eating them kibbles and bits. They're
Yeah.
gonna be going in on the kibbles and bits, man. The wet
Cat.
food, the wet
Mhm.
dog food, the dry food. People gonna fucking go in on everything. Man. Well, think about it. It got to the point where people were eating their own kids. So how much? Now there's dog food. It's still food.
Yeah.
It
Belts,
says
belts, and
chicken. It says chicken on it.
says chicken. All right, fuck it. It says chicken. You're gonna eat it, and it's gonna sustain you.
Wait till wait till your stomach start growling. I bet you they're gonna be people eating it. The pedigree dog foods. Motherfuckers gonna be going in on that shit.
Yeah, that price
The
gonna be
canned
going.
dog foods. They're gonna be eating that shit with. Oh man, it's gonna be beautiful to watch. Lord's will be part of that number. We
Watch
gonna
it.
watch you people eating dog food, man. Cat food. Just
Yeah,
be eating
yeah,
other
we're pointing and
brutes.
laughing. We drinking wine. You got water. We got wine. We got women. We got food to sustain us. And again, we say this with humility and with hope. but with confidence, because we're doing everything the Lord's asking us to do, and the Lord is saying He's going to save somebody on this earth. Why not us? Because we're the ones doing everything that He says. All right, we believe, we have fear of the Lord. So we're reading the scriptures, and the scriptures is talking about it. So when we tell you that these things are going to happen, you're going to know that a prophet was among you, because when your ass is eating kibbles and bits on that day, in the rain, in the tent, in the rain, when you got a bunch of marauders out there looking to seek for your life, then you're going to remember that prophet was among you. Now I'll read on a little bit more here in this thing. Verse 24, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? So you're going to be in an area where, the town, whatever you're in, is going to be completely desolate. Then there may not even be any fruit on the trees. Yeah, you may have that, or that may be the only thing that you can find. Is I gotta actually find fruit trees. I gotta find someone's vegetable garden. I gotta find, there ain't no food. You can't go to the grocery store. You gotta actually go out there and rough it. You gotta go out there. I gotta get dandelion roots. you gotta really rough it. You gotta find. Mm-hmm. You better know a thing or two, otherwise you're fucked.
Yeah. So it says, and that's why a lot of people are gonna die, because they're gonna eat the wrong shit, because they don't know what's going on.
They're gonna eat a poisonous plant.
Yeah. Because most people's logic, most Americans ain't thinking like that anyway, so they just gonna sit there and wait for something, go for the canned goods or whatever shit that that's not gonna happen. Instead of going out into nature and get eating shit that you can live off of. They just want, they're used to the microwave burritos and dollar menu at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. That's all they know. That's all they know. And hey, the Lord set it up like that, and that's set up strictly for the wicked. So we're gonna see them scatter and go running to and fro looking for a McDonald's or a food truck to come down the block. No, all that's gonna be over. All that is you're never gonna see that again. All right, you better find somebody's avocado tree. You better hope there's some damn avocados in that bitch too, or a fig tree or something. All right, because a lot of these houses out here where I stay at, some of these motherfuckers, these old crackers, they got fruit trees in their backyard. You better go get it. Get it when it gets good. They better hope it's the season. Better hope it ain't the winter where ain't no damn mangoes or no oranges.
Yeah, the thing is, everybody else gonna be thinking the same thing. So you come to a tree. Let's say you come to a orange tree, or orange grove or whatever, or a mango tree.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there might be 10 other people that was thinking the same thing. Now you got to fight to the death to get a damn slice of oranges, man.
And they got shotguns. You don't. Yeah, you're fucked. Hey, this is a different. We're talking about America. You're talking about a place that's highly populated.
Exactly. And let's say nobody has guns. Let's say it's just 3 of y'all just, the Lord just happened to send y'all all to the same tree at the same time. Nobody got a gun. Now you're gonna have to beat that man to death if you want that meal. And that's, people are gonna be killing each other with their bare hands, man. Because guns, you only have so many bullets. You ain't gonna be able to go to the gun store and buy bullets in that day. You're gonna run out of bullets eventually, which you're gonna have to revert to your hands. You're gonna have to choke people out to death, bash them over the head with whatever you got, and it's gonna be it's gonna be nasty, man. It's gonna be, if you're nitty gritty,
and if you're weak of hunger, you think you're gonna beat down 3 men, or even 3 women, a man and a woman? No, they're gonna whip your ass too.
Yep.
Okay, you're stricken with hunger. Here it is. You think you found the lick, and you go over there and you see a man, maybe a man and his wife, or you see 2 men, and their wives or whatever, and they're not gonna give it up without a fight. They're looking at you like you're an intruder. You're an enemy. You're a problem, and they already got their fill of fruit. You're looking for it. You're hungry. You're gonna get your ass whipped. So these are the things that we're gonna see out there.
Death. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get put to death. Ain't nobody, because all that nice people, let's share. That's gonna go out the window. If somebody found a tree before you, they're gonna kill you, so you don't take nothing from them, because they're trying to live.
Like you quoted earlier, the Love of Many show.
Survival mode. Go ahead. No, it's good. It's gonna be survival mode. When people go into survival mode, You know, nobody has really seen it here in America because everything's so abundant. You can go to dollar store or get a dollar menu, whatever. You can go to anywhere and get food. But when all that goes out the window, people are gonna get into fight or flight mode. All right, and the people are gonna be willing to kill each other in that day. It's
Think
gonna
about it.
happen.
hmm Think about it. This is, just consider it. All we're asking of you to consider it. This is coming from the Bible. Reading on, and we'll close it out soon.
Okay.
Um, or as I verse the second Ezra chapter 16, verse 26. The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. So in this city, and wherever you be living, there's gonna be people. There's gonna be people there. Okay, they're gonna be hidden up in there, but it ain't gonna be nobody nobody that can comfort you. That's for sure. You're gonna desire to hear your brother's voice, or your father's voice, or your sister's voice, or something like that. Your best friend. You ain't gonna hear that, and they're gonna be people in there, and they're going like we were just talking about getting the food, getting the getting the grapes or the food. You know what I'm saying, the proverbial fruit tree, guarding it. Okay, there's gonna be a few people in that city. They're gonna be hidden in there, but you try to go into there and get their food. Somebody gonna pop out on your ass. Somebody gonna pop out behind you might not hear nothing. It might have been a week passed by. You think everybody's dead, so now you're gonna go out there and try to scavenge, and then you think you found something. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna go in there and try to get it, and guess what? There's gonna be a whole group of people back there waiting to take your head off.
Yeah. Hey, snipers. Esau gonna love to snipe you niggas in that day, man.
Yeah,
Esau gonna be
yeah.
sitting. He gonna set up a little trap for you. He might put a bunch of food on top of a box as bait, man. Just so he can go to town on you, man. Just go to town on He kills, pow, snipes you, drags his body away. Next nigga, pow.
Because it's gonna get to a point where and these people are gonna lose their minds, and they're gonna do that for sport, because maybe a week or 2 weeks pass by, nothing but hell and carnage, and now you got people who have guns. They're losing their mind, and what they're gonna do? They're gonna start just taking people out, all right, and then eating their bodies, okay. And when you eat human flesh, you go crazy. So this is what's gonna happen, okay. Yeah, you're gonna see snipers. You're gonna see all types of shit like that. Just people killing, ah, shooting people, just spraying up people, dragging their bodies in whatever house that they're in, and
Yeah,
cooking up their flesh.
yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
These last days, like we began the lesson on, Second Ezra chapter 8 and 50. Many great miseries shall be done unto them. Hey, these last days is gonna bring the worst out of people, man. I'm talking about of all time, from the beginning of the earth, all right, to the kingdom of heaven be established. This is gonna be the worst time ever. This is gonna be the worst, the biggest demonic vibration out here ever. The worst of people is really gonna come out, man. Even your own family, man, might kill you, man. Your own damn family is gonna, as you fall asleep, man. Next, you wake up, you tied up, and they roasting you like a pig.
Mm. Hey, don't think it's strange, bro. We're telling you that these things are happening, and there's only one way out, and that's through the Lord. I have a closing scripture, unless you have something you want to bring out
No,
real quick.
go ahead, brother.
And this is a one we've been going to a lot. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. So that wisdom and knowledge and the stability of the times. What times are we talking about? We're talking about those horrible times of trouble that are destined to come upon America and the rest of the world. What's going to get you through that? The wisdom of the truth, the knowledge of the truth, and wisdom is applying that knowledge. Okay, and you need that. It's going to be the stability. That's what's going to keep you stable in a time of trouble. It says the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, the fear of the Lord. So you're doing what the Lord is asking you to do, because you truly honestly fear his indignation. You know it's coming. So the best thing to do is to fear that. And if you fear something, you're going to avoid it. And how do you avoid it? By By how do you avoid getting your ass whipped by your father? You do what he asks you to do. Okay, and you do it because you trust him, and you trust why he's asking you to do it, and you know if you don't do it, there's gonna be consequences. So it's the same thing we're doing here. The Lord asks us to do certain things. We don't sit here and question the Lord. We know the Lord is asking us to do it because He knows what's best for us. And if we don't do it, there's going to be consequences. And we're reading you the consequences now. And it would behoove you to hear and listen, not just hear, but listen to what the Lord's prophets are telling you. That's all I got to say, brother.
That's right, man. Let's see this word real quick. Okay, yeah. This is the etymology for the word fear. It says calamity, sudden danger, peril, sudden attack, danger, harm, distress, and that's why you should fear. That's why you should have fear of the Lord, because you don't want that sudden danger to come, calamity to come upon you, sudden danger, perils. All right, you don't want that to come upon you. Let's see if there's an older one. What year is this from? It doesn't say. It just says Middle English, but it'll go down. It says sense of state of being afraid, uneasiness caused by possible danger. And that's exactly. You should fear the Lord, because you know that if you don't do what the Lord tells you to do, then there's possible danger behind that, which is you're gonna end up being one of these people that end up dying in these last days, man, in a gruesome way.
I got you real quick. Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Okay, so remember that. So we're telling you, the Lord, the brother, I call him, the master, the brother right here. He just brought out the etymology of the word fear. Okay, and, peril, danger, these things. Hey, they're coming. Then your body's gonna ultimately, your conscience is ultimately gonna put you into a state of fear. Okay, so we know that these things are coming. You think we're just sitting here nonchalant? No, we have fear of the Most High, true fear of God. Okay, true fear of the living God. It says it is a fearful thing. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Okay, and we seen judgment. All right, we can turn on the internet and see judgment. So these things are happening. These things aren't, it's not fiction. These things are actually happening to people's families. So we're telling you to get right now. Otherwise, don't be surprised when you see your loved one get eaten by a pack of wild dogs, or get raped by a goddamn monster, okay? Or get hit by a bus, or just get stabbed to death by a murderer, a serial killer,
or starved to death.
Or starved to death, like we brought
that's a it's. Hey, because you see somebody get butchered to death, that's quick death. You watch somebody starve to death, that's gonna take a couple days at the very least.
Yeah, man, you gotta watch your loved ones, your child.
Especially a baby. Yeah, exactly. You're screaming, hungry as hell. You don't know what the hell is going on.
You're debating on whether you should just put the child out of his misery or keep him alive.
And real quick, starvation leads to hallucinations, man. Before they die, they're gonna start hallucinating, and that's why they're gonna start doing erratic things, bugging the hell out, because they're hallucinating. They're gonna start seeing shit that aren't there. They're gonna be bugging the hell out because 48 hours is what Esau tells you.
Yeah,
because we fast. There's brothers that fast up to 3 days. Brothers have fasted. But what we have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Mashai. These people, once they go 48 hours without eating, and then ultimately they're gonna stop sleeping, because they can't sleep, and that's what it is. 48 hours without sleeping, you start to hallucinate. So when these people can't eat, they're not gonna be able to sleep, and they're gonna start fucking losing their damn minds, man. Start seeing shit that's not really there, and they're gonna, let's say it's a family in the house, and it's been 3 days. They ain't ate. Nobody's ate nothing. Or maybe they had some crackers, some saltine crackers or something, but nobody's sleeping. Man, they're gonna start butchering each other, man.
Snap. Yep. Someone might snap. Yep. Yeah, the big brother might snap and just pick up a kitchen knife and just start stabbing somebody, or cutting his own self. He think he see a monster. Yeah, that's what Edomite will do.
Esau's already unstable, and he's in his kingdom, living good, and he still kill his parents in the middle of the night.
Weirdos, man. So imagine in a day of trouble where this shit is just happening, and people not sleeping, people not eating. Yeah, someone about to go crazy. All right, multiple people gonna go crazy, hallucinate, thinking they see monsters and demons and shit, and just start going nuts, killing people. That's what's coming to America. And yeah, we do have fear, okay, but it's righteous fear. All right, we have fear of the Lord. We don't fear these things. We fear the Lord, that He'll put these things on us if we don't do what He said. All right, and I'll read the scripture that Mayum brought out. This is the last one. Mayum brought this next one out. I thought of it earlier too. Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 11 and 12. And when they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, that's the point, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet had place of repentance was open up, was open upon them or unto them, understood not but despised it. So here it is. They loathed the law when they had yet liberty. The Lord gave them the law, and you had a problem with it. You hated it. You despised it. You despised anything righteous. You abhorred it. Okay, while you had liberty, and the place of repentance was open unto you. So what did you do? You shunned the prophets. Verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain. So you're gonna have to feel the pain. You're gonna have to catch this hell. You're gonna have to catch the Lord's hands. Okay? And you can't box with the Lord. You're gonna have to catch the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua's hands. You're gonna slap the shit out of you. Okay? You're gonna get hit with all types of lefts and rights. And we're gonna see the lefts and rights. That's what said in Psalm 91, we was reading earlier. We're gonna see the lefts and rights, but it's not gonna come nigh us. We're gonna watch you catch the hell, and we're gonna laugh through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're gonna catch all that pain because what? All that is the reward for the wicked. Okay, the men out here that's doing all the righteous work, they're not gonna catch that because the men doing the righteous work already caught that hell in previous lives. The Lord's not gonna put that on this man. He might put it on a few of the men, for the Lord's reasons, whatever the Lord's reasons may be, but this is the reward for the wicked, and our job is to warn you about it before that great and terrible day. So the doors of repentance is still open. It's still cracked open. You can still get in, okay? But you have a problem with what we're saying. You think we're preaching hate and all that. All right, we're telling you that this is going to happen. You have to know. You're going to have to find out after death by pain. That's the only way you're going to know it, and be reborn in the kingdom of heaven as a little newborn baby.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and close it out, brother.
So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect of Israel. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to our Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Salutations to you, Akim, out there that preach this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to any sisters out there that are listening and meekness, quietness, and humbleness. And with that, we're going to close it out. Shalom.
Shalom. Mawaf Lababal.
Mawaf Lababal.